TennesseeBarnDoors.com.
You know, it doesn't hurt to have Billy Droz singing your jingle, and it helps that he's your brother, doesn't it, Lance Droz?
Sometimes it does, yes ma'am. Yes ma'am. I
Billy
got off
Droz.
cheap.
Last scene, he and Rhonda Vincent were singing on the stage of the Grand Ole Opry House, and Billy is out on the road all the time, keeping that bluegrass country going, and then Lance is back here with Steve Cork, and you guys have a company, and as part of our Small Business Month, we're celebrating the small businesses locally that we have here, Tennessee Barn Doors. Now, Steve, why don't you start by telling us a little bit about Tennessee Barn Doors and where that was born?
Actually, it was born out of a remodel business we used to have. About 5 years ago, we were doing a bunch of kitchens and baths, and we got requests for doors. We did one or two, and the people loved them, and we loved building them. And we did 3, then 4, then I think we did, well, almost every home in West Haven, I swear. And it just kept on growing, and we have not built a cabinet or remodeled a kitchen in over 4 years now. We just keep growing the doors. They're so much fun to build, and you know, when we put them in people's homes, the smile on their face is what really, you know, ends the day for us. It really works.
If you were looking at anything decorator right now, there's it's called rustic industrial or American rustic. It's a style, and it's things like these sliding doors on these pulleys that slide instead of opening like a regular door. They're a barn door, and they just kind of slide across for closets, entryways, and they are the rage. And you guys, Lance, now tell me a little bit about where you find this wood. This is locally grown wood, isn't it?
We get it from Fox Hardwood out in Leapers Fork, Tennessee, and that guy's just the greatest. He'll make anything we ask as far as dimensional lumber, tongue and groove lumber, anything a customer desires, we can get there. So it's local, and we enjoy working with these guys a lot.
One of the things that I find, Tennessee is known for its craftsmen. It really is, and that's where you guys come from. You guys saw I guess, when did you make your first door?
Over 4 years ago, almost 5 years ago. And honestly, we didn't know what we were doing. And we made a ton of mistakes, a ton. And we almost said, we're not doing this because these are a lot harder to make than people realize. And one night, Lance and I were working late, and we said, we're out of this. We are not doing this. And we had that aha moment, figured out how to fix it and make it right, and we've never looked back. And now we just love doing it. And you know, we do trade shows, and we have people come up, and Lance goes, he's gonna go home and make his own. And I go, I know he will, but she's gonna come back and buy one of ours. and
it happens all the time, because a guy will try to do something, well, I can do that, and there's a lot more to it. And wood that looks, sometimes do you ever do reclaimed wood?
Never. Reclaimed lumber has bugs, nails, things like that in it that we don't like running through our saws, our machines, or putting in other people's homes. You take bugs off of old farm and put it in a brand new home. They cost $1 million in Brentwood. Somebody's going to sue you. So we like to use new lumber.
I got a little funny story. Lance heads up our install team, and one of our builders, a client, had these doors that she had built or had someone build, and we put them in for him because he's a good builder of ours. Lance calls me and he goes, you sure I'm supposed to put these doors in this home? And I go, why? He goes, you should see the bugs. And he took pictures and sent them to me. And I called the builder, and he goes, that's what she wants. So we put these doors that were not bad looking doors, but full of bugs in this home. It was like crazy.
We'll go back next year and build her some new ones when they develop. So.
But you can do, now here's the deal. You can make a Tennessee barn door that looks old. It looks like it came right out of a horse barn, a high-end horse barn.
Very high-end horse barn.
But without the bugs and without the things that are going to be destructive to your home. You don't want to put in some old thing that hasn't been treated. And these are beautiful. And a thing that I find in your doors that's different than others is that you also have some that are on the slides, the pulleys, just like you see in the magazines, with glass.
We can add glass. We can add frosted glass, words, anything that you desire. It's a fully custom shop. We don't have a stock room. If they want glass from top to bottom, we can do it. If they just want any style, anything that they desire, we can produce.
I mean, I've never seen a French door on the sliding pulleys like a barn door before. I've never seen that before. So that's a really interesting thing, whether it's the small pane French doors or great big paned glass. It's really
We
interesting.
we don't only do sliding doors. We do hinged Dutch doors, pocket doors. We just did a pocket door for the Marriott in Clarksville, a new build Marriott hotel. It's a custom shop, so you come to us and say, this is the opening that I want to cover, and we'll work with you from there and design it from like it's designed to install. We'll take care of everything.
Well, let's just talk about, see who you talked to today. Can we talk about that on the radio?
I suppose we can, yeah. The guys at the Titan Stadium, they're redoing their mascot center. And they came to us, and we're just in the design stages. It's not done yet, but we're in the design stages doing something for them. And you know what? It's kind of nice. They came to me and they said, we were thinking of buying it from someone in, I think it was Colorado. And they said, we want to keep it local. And that's kind of, we love that. We love to, keep it local. It's local us, they're local, Predators are local. We all like working together. And so we can't wait to do those. It's just so much fun to do that kind of stuff that is not just your everyday door, but actually kind of something special.
When you actually talk to someone, people always think they know what they want until they get to looking at the designs that you guys come up with. Like, there's something that I never realized, the herringbone design. That's when those wonderful pieces are at an angle.
It's almost like a chevron pattern, yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's just astounding.
We sit down with them from the beginning, and we know what sizes will work on certain openings. So if it's too big, it might look silly with a big X or a Z or whatnot. So we'll help you actually design the door to where it'll come out better. But at the end of the day, it's like I said, it's a custom shop, and the customer is going to get what he or she asked for.
And I think that you can do doors. Sometimes you need a door, like bathrooms need a door, but sometimes there's just not very much room. These particular doors solve a lot of problems because you don't have to have that space necessarily that you open a door and take up half the room.
Yeah. Surprisingly, we got told, well, it's a trend and you're going to go to business. Well, I don't think it's a trend because we do a lot of modern doors, but also the space saving is amazing. Mm-hmm. And I would say 50% of our jobs is because people have a space problem. They got this shower door that smacks into the master bathroom door. Builders tend not to really think of that, or designers, they don't tend to think of that. Mm-hmm. And not until you get in there and you go, oh, how do I get out of my shower? The door's in the way. We resolve that with a sliding door, and it's not the costly complete tear down of a pocket door. Mm-hmm. So we kind of kill two birds with one stone, beauty and function.
Mm-hmm. If you've ever lived in a house where the doors get tangled up with each other, like a door from one bedroom and a door from another bedroom, and they hook together when they open, and I thought, oh, someone did not play this scene to the end.
Yeah.
A lot of people are getting these older houses and they're trying to revamp. This one element of design will change a dated pattern into something updated, and change all the space in the room.
Yeah, I always say to people, listen, especially if they go with a rustic door, if you don't want to have a big wow factor when you walk in your front door, don't buy one of my doors, because it's going to completely change the look of this room. And if you don't want that, then we can tone it down, but boy, I'm telling you, it changes, and it does. I mean, we have customers come back and say the first thing they see when they walk in the house is the door. It just jumps off the canvas.
And the resale value, I just read an article recently. It said barn doors and farm sinks, they're going to increase the resale value of your home. Because that's what's in right now, so everybody's doing it.
Everybody wants it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we were just talking about Chip and Joanna Gaines. Everything that I see from them, everything, barn doors, farm sinks.
Mm-hmm.
That's it, just across the board, and that's a look. I just bought 2 really cool design books, and everything on every single page is a barn door or a farm sink.
And they're also, you can take this and you sell your home, you can take it down, take it with you to the next home. We'll come out, install it at another home, and they're lifetime warranty. These doors are warranted for life of the ownership that as long as you have that door. If it twists, warp, anything happens to it, we'll come out, assess the situation, rebuild it if we have to. But we're not in that stage yet. We haven't had to rebuild any.
Oh, I love that. Well, one of the things I love, Karen says that our beautiful functional barn door was installed in 1 hour yesterday. They did all the dirty work at the shop, came fully prepared to install and vacuum up any small mess. So they were courteous, explained every step of the process, and answered all the questions. Our laundry room. Now that's a place where the door gets in the way. I'm just saying, laundry room. And it's a perfect place. You got your laundry room with its new farm sink. You need a barn door. Tennessee Barn Doors is our guest. We're talking about small businesses. It is Small Business Month, and Tennessee Barn Doors has a website.
TennesseeBarnDoors.com.
We're going to hear a little bit more about that and why they went into this business in the first place and how many years business they've got going for them. But first, we're going to check the traffic. Small Business Month. We have so many amazing small businesses in Tennessee. In the Nashville area, Tennessee Barn Doors is our guest today. And those doors that you see in all the fancy magazines right now and all the real expensive homes that are rustic and very cool. And if you go wandering around the Kappa Delta Sorority House, you'll see a door from Tennessee Barn Doors. It's got the KD logo right there on the door. These really are customized doors. You get whatever you want. Is that right?
Absolutely. We don't have a showroom. You can come in our shop and look around, get some ideas, but we don't have a specific one door that we just sell. Every door is absolutely custom.
What made you decide to go in this? What's the first thing you ever made, Lance?
At this job,
No, just the first thing. How old were you, and when did you do?
I used to like to take apart music boxes and get the music and the guts and stuff, refinish the wood and put them back together. So boxes, I imagine that was the first thing that got me even interested in woodworking.
Music boxes.
Mhm.
Taking
That's
them
so
apart.
cool.
I
I've
love
got
that.
so many
Now,
of them.
what about you?
I you know, as a hobby, woodworking I've done my whole life, as long as I can remember. I've always kind of tinkered and made everything from, you know, cigar boxes to my daughter's bedroom furniture. So I've always tinkered with, you know, that hobby thing, and we've turned this into a full business, and we love it, and the guys love it, and you know, I mean, we're always learning. I mean, it's not like we don't know it all. We think we do, but we don't. You know, we're always learning. And ask Lance, 5 years ago, our doors then to today, completely different. And it's just, we've gotten better and better. And the more you build, the more you understand. And everyone in the shop knows that. We all pitch in ideas. It's not, you know, it's not my idea, it's all of our ideas. And that's how you get a good product.
One of the things that I always suggest to people is find out the thing that you're passionate about doing. Building, this is your artwork, this is your creation, and there's somebody listening right now that's always wanted to do something, and he says, when I was a kid, I liked to, and fill in the blank, take apart music boxes and build things with wood. I like to do whatever. So you guys took that thing that you've always loved to do, and you've turned it into a passion business. Tennessee Barn Doors, and it's got this great emblem that you put on that says, it's in metal that says Tennessee Barn Doors. So there's a brand on every single door that you build, from painted doors, Dutch doors, and I like there's one that's if you have kids, this is great, or if you're trying to leave notes for your whole family, the chalkboard door. Now, how cool is that? Can you imagine for a kitchen or a pantry? Just check the chalkboard before you leave home.
Yeah, it's fun, and you know, a lot of the ideas, they're not ours. They're our clients come to us, and they have a picture or they have something. They say, "Can you do this?" And we look at it and we go, "Yeah, we have to adjust it a little bit, but pretty much, we hardly ever say no. I mean, if it's not possible, we'll obviously say so. But I mean, a lot of those ideas, they're not ours. They're you know, they're
Pinterest.
stolen.
Ladies
You know,
board with a lot of money sitting on Pinterest. That's where they might just come from.
Hey, I'm that lady, and I'm never bored when I'm on Pinterest.
Well,
I'm
you let
getting
me in your
ideas.
house and I'll find a spot to put a door.
Well, I just love this. Thank you guys for coming in. TennesseeBarnDoors.com. Is it TNBarnDoors.com? You can find them there and support your local businesses. And they've got beautiful ideas for you. But if you've got a picture on Pinterest, I bet if you show these guys, they can kind of figure out a way to bring your idea to life.
And colors, I can match furniture, hardwood floors, a picture. A lot of people say, "Hey, I want that color," and I can nail it.
Well, you do way better on doors than people when I take them a picture of my hair. You ever taken a picture in Lexi to your hairdresser and
Oh,
say,
it never looks like a
there
picture.
you go, I'm sorry, but I just can't do that to your hair. door, Tennessee Barn Doors. Thank you guys for coming in.
Thank you so much for having us.
Well, we're about to kick off our